yo. Welcome into the ChrisBeCappinn show, man. I'm live in the whip this morning. Didn't have a lot of time. It's only 3 games slate anyway. And there's one thing that I absolutely love that I wanted to make sure I got out to you guys. I handicapped it last night. And I like it. I don't like that it looks like getting out the worst of the number, but it's all good, man. Let's get into it. So recap of yesterday. I don't have graphics made, but we did sweep the board yesterday. And I left some money on the table too. The first one was OKC and the Cleveland Cavaliers. We took Cleveland team total under 116.5, and it was sweaty, but they did stay under. They missed like their last 5 shots in a row. Kind of felt like they would come out. OKC would come out at home, first time being a dog in a couple years, and cash and do what they were supposed to do, and they did yesterday. So that was the first winner. The second winner was the over between the Charlotte Hornets and the Washington Wizards. That one got over fairly easy. LaMelo went crazy in DC last night. They finished like 240, I think. So that was an easy winner. And then the third one was Philadelphia. We went back to Philly first half after they let us down full game, but won the first half the night before against New Orleans. And we took Philly first half minus the plus the 5.5. This was before Nas Reed officially got ruled out. But when he was downgraded, no Gobert, Philly needing a win in the best, the most possible way, the worst possible way. They got the job done. 3-0 last night. Boston first half, Boston full game. I literally just forgot to send it out, but I cashed both of those as well. And yeah, the under between the Phoenix Suns and the Portland Trailblazers was something that was also on the short list. Under 222.5. They didn't even get to 200 points last night. Deni Avdija did only play 1 minute, but that was relatively easy as well. Anyway, today we got the San Antonio Spurs and the Detroit Pistons first up. Line was at 1.5 last night. Total was at 228.5 on some books. Game of the day by far, right? Other 2 games are pretty much tank games. We got a San Antonio team that has been good on the road. They're 15-13 against the number on the road, 7-2-1 against the spread in their last 10 games. Literally one of the hottest teams in the NBA. On the Detroit side of things, another really, really good team, right? 21-6, best team in the Eastern Conference. 21-6 straight up at home, 14-13 at home ATS. They've covered 7 of their last 10 spreads. It is their first home game after a 4-game road trip, which is, I guess, just a tad bit troublesome if you do like Detroit in this spot. San Antonio has won 8 of their last 9 of their last 10. I'm sorry, they've won 8 straight, 9 of their last 10. One thing I looked at when I was looking into this game last night was strength of schedule. Who has San Antonio actually had to play? So they played the easiest strength of schedule as of late. Last 6 games have been against the Kings, the Suns, without Devin Booker, of course. Devin Booker got hurt in that game. The Warriors, depleted Laker team that didn't have anybody, in the Mavs twice. They are first in offensive rating, last 5 games, 4th in defensive rating, 9th in pace, but that's against the 6 easiest strength of schedule. Now, when you flip it and you look at Detroit, their last 5 games, they've won. They've covered they've covered all 5. 8 of their last 9, they've also won. And they're 4th in offensive rating, 1st in defensive rating, and they played the 9th strongest strength of schedule as of late. So the way I ultimately went in this game was just looking at the defensive ratings. I kind of felt like the total, I think it's still going up. I completely disagree with that. And that's what I bet. I bet the under. San Antonio, Detroit, under 228.5. I think you can get a 229 right now. Maybe a 229.5. I seen it went up on a couple books. I do expect the money to come in on the under in this spot. Now, San Antonio likes to play fast. We know that. Detroit is more of a grinded out style team. And I think if they dictate pace, we'll see this game go under. San Antonio 10-5 to the under as road dogs this season. Those games average 227, 5 straight unders in that spot as well. They're 7-1 to the under in road games as dogs with Wemby in. Those games average 217 points. So 7-1 to the under as road dogs with Wemby in. Games average 217. I like that. Like I said, I do expect Detroit to dictate pace. If it's played at a slower pace, they're 23rd in pace in their last 5 games and 13th in pace at home this season. And then, when I was looking into the numbers, I said this to the members last night, but San Antonio is a team that just loves to attack the rim. They're 3rd in rim frequency in their last the last 5 I'm sorry, third in rim frequency in the last 2 weeks. So nobody is attacking the rim much more than this San Antonio team. Detroit is fifth in opponent rim frequency in that same span. So I do think Detroit with Duran down there, Smith actually been playing well. In the Isaiah Stewart role. Detroit don't give up a lot of stuff at the rim. San Antonio also first in transition frequency. Detroit really good in getting back. They're sixth in opponent transition frequency. So they do a good job of not allowing teams to run. Then you flip it. San Antonio. Well, continuing on the San Antonio side of things, they are they take a ton of corner threes. When I was looking into this, they're second in frequency in the last 5 games. Detroit is actually top 6 in opponent 3-point frequency, number 1 in opponent corner 3 frequency efficiency as well. So Detroit's not giving up a ton of corner threes at all. Conversely, if you look at Detroit, they live in the paint as well, just like the San Antonio Spurs, 5th in rim frequency. San Antonio is 6th in opponent rim frequency. So they do a good job of stopping people at the rim. Makes sense when you got Wemby down there. And they're first in opponent rim accuracy in the last 2 weeks. So I think both of these teams are going to struggle to score the basketball. Detroit is 5th in transition frequency in the last 2 weeks. San Antonio is 6th in opponent transition frequency as well. So both of these teams do a really good job of playing defense. They do a really good job of, guarding the 3-point line. They do a really good job of, protecting the rim. And I think that's why both teams are going to struggle to score the basketball. I played this game under. I also, if I had to play a side, I do think I would take Detroit. It is a tad bit concerning to be in the first game back home off the 4-game road trip, but San Antonio has looked like an absolute wagon. Not that San Antonio hasn't, but I think I would go with the home favorite in this game. It's a short line. I like the under more than I like the side. If I do get involved in the side, it'll probably be with Detroit. I just think that they're a bully type team, and I think that they just want to win every game. Not that San Antonio don't, but I think that they want to win every game. Other thing I wanted to mention as part of the cap is San Antonio got a really not San Antonio, but the Detroit Pistons got a really rough schedule coming up. Like we're about to see what they really made of, in these next few games. I know they got Detroit today. I mean, they got San Antonio today. Then they got OKC coming up. They got Cleveland coming up. Then they got San Antonio again coming up, and it's another Orlando in that mix as well. So they got a really difficult schedule. All playoff teams, I think, in the next 5 or 6 games. So Detroit needs to start this one off well, and that's one of the reasons why I lean towards them as well. San Antonio, Sacramento, and Memphis, -4.5 in favor of Memphis. Total sitting at 234. I'm not playing this game, man. But I think if I had to play, it would be on the Memphis side of things. Sacramento's lost 16 straight games in a row. They put up a little bit of a fight before, not being able to score the basketball in their last game against the San Antonio Spurs. They were down by like single digits and still end up losing the game by 17. So they're tanking. I just saw that they signed Killian Hayes, and I was going to tweet about it, but my mom always told me if I don't have nothing nice to say to be quiet, don't say nothing at all. So I kept my words to myself, but that just kind of lets you know what direction the San Antonio, the Sacramento Kings are going in. Memphis hasn't been great by any stretch of the imagination. This third game in 4 nights for them. They played 6 of their last 7 games on the road, not really playing any defense at all, 8-2 to the over in their last 10 games. However, I think you look at Sacramento they were the worst team. They're worse than the Wizards as of late. They're like bottom 2 in offensive and defensive efficiency. So I would probably lean towards Memphis at home, especially with San Antonio not wanting to win. And then last is Utah and Houston. Line opened at 15. Total was at 224.5. I think it's gone up a little bit. You got Nurkic out, Keontae George listed as questionable, Lauri Markkanen listed as probable. And then on the Houston side of things, we'll see what happens with Jayshawn Tate. But I don't know, man. I kind of think Houston can win this game by margin. I've been really, really down on Houston. They don't have a point guard, but will they really need one? This will be, I think, the third matchup. Remember, they went to Utah and they played back-to-back games. Houston smoked, smoked this Utah team in the first matchup, and then they got smoked in the second matchup. So I don't know, man. I really don't know what to do with this one. I think if Keontae George is in, I kind of want to take the points. You kind of want Nurkic in so you can have some resemblance of rebounding. I can't lay this many points right now with Houston, though. That's really what it comes down to for me. Utah can be feisty, especially getting 15 points. I think they're 2-3 against the number when they're getting this many points on the road. They've been covering. You give them this big of a number, and they'll go out there and try to play hard because they're not expected to win the game. So I don't know what to do with that one. I do know Houston's only 8-17 against the spread at home and just 3-7 against the spread in their last 10 games. They did, win that last game. they did cover that last game against the Knicks, but they lose the game because they can't score the basketball in the fourth quarter. And I just feel like their offense always gonna find a way at some point in the game. If they start off hot, it typically slows down. If they start off cold, it typically gets better. But I don't want anything to do with Houston and Utah. So only play for the day for me is under between the Detroit Pistons uh, and the San Antonio Spurs, man. I got under 228.5, but I think you can get a better number than that. Best of luck on your action, man. I hope you guys find some ways to cash tonight. And it's a big, big slate for tomorrow. So we'll be back on live tomorrow. I think like 12 or 13 games tomorrow. So catch you guys there, man. Enjoy your Monday. I'm out.